All right. Welcome, my friends. My name is Justin Plet, and this is the official Wedding Singer live stream. I'm gonna kick right into it, and we're gonna mold this show just like a wedding. So I'm gonna play music while the guests are arriving. That's you guys tuning on, tuning in, tuning on, turning on, tuning in. And then we're just going to kick it right all the way through the beginning of the ceremony, through the ceremony to the cocktail hour, and into the first dances. So I'm going to take you through an entire wedding today, ladies and gentlemen. And sorry about starting a little bit late. My commute from upstairs to downstairs had some unexpected traffic, so we start a couple minutes late, but that's no big deal. Let's get right into it right now for you.
Standing side by side as your shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. Found love in a hopeless place.
Well, folks, once again, welcome. If you're just tuning in, today is the Wedding Singer live stream, and I'm going to take you through a wedding from start to finish, with the exception of the crazy, awesome DJ dance party. So we're going to be together for about an hour and a half, and this is the portion of the wedding where all the guests are arriving, which is you guys tuning in. So while you are finding your seats, I'm going to play you some more awesome love songs. Pick a seat, not a side. That's my favorite sign at a wedding. Everyone kind of intermingles and gets to know one another. Here is a great song by Mr. Phil Collins for you.
take a look at you, then I'm not so blue. When you're close to me, I can feel your heartbeat, I can hear you breathing in my ear. Wouldn't you agree, baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. Anytime you want to, I can turn me on to anything you want to, anytime at all. When I kiss your lips, oh, I start to wonder, can't control the feeling ring inside. Wouldn't you agree, baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. When I'm feeling blue, all I have to do is take a look at you, then I'm not so blue. When I'm in your arms, nothing seems to matter. My whole world is shattered, I don't care. Wouldn't you agree, baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. We got a groovy kind of love. We got a groovy kind of love.
Great jam from Phil Collins there for you. And once again, friends, if you're just joining us, welcome to the official Wedding Singer live stream. I'm going to take us through an entire wedding tonight. And so right now, the portion we're in, all the guests are arriving. Your wedding singer, being myself, Justin Plet, is just playing some great background music while people find their seats and say hello to one another and get ready for the big show, i.e. the bride and groom and the bride and her bridesmaids coming down the aisle. So we'll get to those very, very soon. This next song is going out to Kristen and Chris Nagel. I played this song, I learned this song for their wedding many, many years ago. It's become kind of a staple of my wedding set list. It's called Love, Love, Love.
Girl, I say only life would lead our way. When you and me, we run away to be wherever our adventure waits. And time
Once again, that's for Kristen and Chris. Some great people whose wedding I did many years ago. And we've stayed friends ever since. And we do have a lot of the same thoughts on life and politics, etc., etc. So that was for them. Now, I have one more for you before we get into the ceremony today. Usually, when I do a wedding, I play music as guests are arriving for about 20 minutes or so, just to encourage people to kind of head over to the ceremony area and take their seats. And it also gives me an opportunity to make sure that my voice is warmed up for the actual walking down the aisle, which it's kind of a big deal. As you know, if you've been married, if you've been to a wedding, if you've ever watched a wedding on TV, you know that's the money right there. When the bride walks down the aisle for that very first time. So we're going to get to that very shortly. But before that, I have to play one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite artists here for you. This is called You'll Accompany Me by Mr. Bob Seger.
It's the wind is blowing warm tonight. Sky is starlit and the time is right. Still you're telling me how to know. For you leaving something you should know. Something you should know, babe. Seen you smiling in the summer sun. Seen you long and flag and made you run. Made my mind up that it stands to be. Someday, lady, you'll come with me. Someday, lady, you'll come with me. Where the rivers leap the sound and sea. How about me now, you're wild and free, yeah. Someday, lady, you'll come with me. Someday, lady, you'll come with me. Some people say that love's a losing game. Start a fire, she lose the flame. Yeah, she's smaller, but the warmth still gone. You're not cold and lonely on your own. Take my chances, babe, I'll risk it all. With your love, I'll take the fall. Make my mind up good and stand to be, yeah. Someday you'll come to me. Someday you'll come to me. Written down somewhere, gotta be. How about me flying wild and free, yeah. Someday you'll come with me. Someday you'll come with me. Someday you'll come with me. Written down somewhere, gotta be. How about me now, flying free, yeah. Someday you'll come with me. Someday, lady, you'll come with me. Oh, you'll come with me.
What a beautiful song written by Mr. Bob Seger. And Vanessa, yes, I absolutely agree with you. Great road trip song. Anytime that song comes on, doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing, I always turn it up a little bit louder. And not a lot of people know that song, I think, unless you're like a really great Bob Seger fan. So that's going out to all the fans of Mr. Bob Seger himself. So folks, this takes us to the official start of the ceremony today. The officiant is up at their place The groom and his best men are up waiting for the ladies to arrive. And some people opt to have a song for the seating of the parents. And so I'm going to play that one for you right now. It's a song near and dear to me. It's one of my favorites by one of my favorites. And I got to play this song in 2013 at the Tower of London in London, United Kingdom, in the chapel, which is a huge deal because you have to have some connection to royal lineage to get married there. And one of my closest, bestest friends, Kelly, married an Englishman from the UK, and he had some connection to the royal family. So they got married in the chapel at the Tower of London. And while they were kind of, I guess it was a registry signing type of a time, the priest took them to the back away from the guest eyes, and I stepped up and played a song and entertained the guests while they were doing that. And halfway through the song, they came back out to witness the rest of it. And Richard, Kelly's husband, great slip there. Richard said that, so the whole wedding, the whole ceremony, Kelly didn't cry. Kept it together, didn't cry when they said I do or their vows or anything. And as soon as I started playing the song, she cried. So he gives me a hard time and her a hard time about that all the time. But it was a big deal for us to make it down to England in 2013 for their wedding. And I got to play this song, which is one of my favorites. And every time I hear it now, I always think of them. So it's by Van Morrison.
Every time she smiles, come to her, that's where I belong. And I run into her like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Sense of humor when I'm feeling low down. Now when I come to her, when the sun goes down, she takes away my trouble, takes away my grief, takes away my heartache in the night like a thief. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Yeah, I need her in the daytime. Oh, I need her in the night. I wanna throw my arms around her, kiss her and hug her, kiss her and hug her tight. When I'm returning from so far away, she give me some good loving to brightens up my day. Makes me righteous, oh, and it makes me whole, and it makes me mellow right down to my soul. Love, 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 crazy love.
Now, of course, if we were hanging out in an actual wedding, that whole entire song wouldn't get played. Just enough for the parents and maybe the mums and the grandmas to get seated. And then we'd move on to the song for the bridesmaids. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to my friend Pauline. That's some Van Morrison for her as well. And unfortunately, she lost her cousin this week, a good Irishman. And it sucks during this time, even more so when you lose somebody, because you can't gather to properly say goodbye and comfort all the rest of your family members and all of their friends. So thinking about you, Pauline. And good news is there'll be some more Van Morrison very late in the show as well. So stay tuned for that. But this brings us to the next song and the next part of the ceremony. This is where the bridesmaids walk down the aisle. And I have been doing weddings for over 17 years. So I've seen a lot of bridesmaids walks. And some are very short, some are medium, and some are very long, depending. So it's always good to do a little bit of a rehearsal beforehand to kind of find out how long things are going to take. But the good thing is when you hire a great musician with wedding experience, they can time out your song however long or short you need it. So the most I've ever had to do a song was about 5 years ago. And the bridesmaids were coming from very, very far away. We were outdoor setting, beautiful country setting. And they had a long walk as it was. And not only was it quite a distance for the girls to cover, but they all went extremely slow. And I ended up doing a song by train 2.5 times. That's the longest I've ever had to stretch out a bridesmaid walk. So it was pretty comical. People were having fun with it eventually, and it got mentioned later on in the speeches, which was fun too. So we're gonna give you a short song here for the bridesmaids to come down. This is Jack Johnson. It's called Angel.
Got an angel, she doesn't weigh anything. There's a heart that can tell my own. There's a smile that can make me want to sing. She gives me presents with the presence alone. Gives me everything I can reach for. Kisses on the lips just for coming home. She could make angels, see me with my own eyes. You gotta be careful when you got good luck, 'cause angels just keep on multiplying. Your song is a changing world. Just one smile can change all the night. We share the same soul. We share the same soul. Yeah. We share the same soul.
Jack Johnson. The song's called Angel. That is the official bridesmaid song for this particular virtual wedding that we're walking through together. Thanks, Ant. I saw your comment earlier. I appreciate that, buddy. And a big shout out to all of my fellow Laurier Rams that are tuning in from London, Ontario. Thanks for your attention and your time. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Jen Broadbear. Her and I actually sang together and performed together at our friend Scott's wedding. Her cousin, my friend. Unfortunately, Scott made me accompany some Michael Bublé, and if I didn't love him so much, it would have been a hard no. So you're welcome, Scotty. You're welcome, Pauline. Yeah, my buddy Jeremy from Laurier is in the house too. Thanks for tuning in, man. Woo, go Rams. So we've come to a very special moment in the wedding, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time for the bride and her father to walk down the aisle. And this next song, I would have to say, is probably tied for one of the most common bride walk songs. This is a song that most of the couples I work for, they lean towards for the bride's walk down the aisle. And it's a great, great song, and it's been redone a few times recently. I'm sure that's why it made a bit of a resurgence in the love. So this is originally an Elvis Presley song, and the official title is Can't Help Falling in Love. Yes, Ant, we're going to do some 2 Live Crew later during the dance portion, buddy. No worries.
Only fools rushing. I am falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? I am falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes, something were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. I am falling in love with you. Oh, I am falling in love with you.
All right. Our beautiful bride is all the way down the aisle. Her father or whoever walked her down has officially presented her to her fiancé, soon to be her husband. And now the officiant will take over for the next little while. And the wedding singer, myself, just kind of hangs out and watches the show until a big, big part of the night, the signing of the registry. So, after the vows, after the I do's, etc., etc., the officiant will walk the bride and groom over to the registry signing table. And during that time, to entertain the guests, so there's not awkward silence, the wedding singer will play usually almost a full song. So, if you are getting married and you're considering your music for your wedding, put a lot of emphasis on the registry signing song, because it's usually a full song and you have the full attention of the audience, and by that time, and I tell my brides and grooms this all the time, you've relaxed a little, you've breathed a little, and you're actually mentally tuning into the moment a little more as well. So pick a song that you really, really like, because you'll be more present by the time you sign the registry than you will be at the beginning of your ceremony. So something to keep in mind. I noticed a lot of emojis kind of flying up there. I think somebody's cat probably sat on their device. And ironically enough, it looked like the angry emoji. So I think that goes hand in hand with what the cat would probably be feeling at that moment. So I didn't know that cats could work the emojis, but they're pretty smart animals. So this is one of my favorite love songs, and I know that my brother and sister-in-law are very partial to this particular song by a great band out of the 1980s called Crowded House. And I know the song has been redone a few times as well by some English folks. It's called Fall at Your Feet.
Really close tonight. Feel like I'm moving inside her. Light in the dark. Think I'm beginning to know her. Let it go. There we go. Whenever I fall at your feet, you let your tears rain down on me. Whenever I turn, slow down to fade, you hide from that. Something in the way that you're talking, words don't sound right. Hear them all moving inside you. So go away and go. Whenever I fall at your feet, you let your tears rain down on me. Whenever I turn, slow down and fade, finger of blackness turned upon itself, and momentum off of myself. Do you want my presence or need my help? The roads that might lead when I at your feet.
Some Crowded House. It looks like our cat friend has their paw on the emojis once again. I'm just going to find out who is blowing that up right there. All right. Thanks, guys. I just got a message from my buddy Jeff McNabb, who is just an awesome dude. And I didn't read the whole message, but it said something about he'll never get married again. So that's cool, buddy. You know, we tried it once. What are you gonna do, right? All right, so I'm gonna. You think it was Ed Divers? No, Eddie would never put the angry emoticon on here. So let me just double check here. I'm gonna check out the folks, and we will see. All right, there we go. That should do the trick. Thank you, though. I appreciate the comments, and I think the emojis are great no matter what. And whoever's cat is sleeping on their keyboard or their device, Thanks a lot for including your cat into the day. Much appreciated. So officially we have worked our way through the signing of the registry, and one thing left to do in the ceremony as the bride and groom steps back up to the altar and the officiant officially pronounces them man and wife. And then we move into the party time. And this is one of the best songs I think you can choose for that portion of your ceremony. It's by a great musician by the name of Ray LaMontagne, and if you've been tuning into the live streams, I did an entire live stream dedicated to Ray LaMontagne. So this is called You Are the Best Thing, and it's a great, great song to walk back down the aisle to once you've officially been married. What a great song, Mr. Ray LaMontagne. It's also a really, really great first dance song. If you're searching for one, I highly recommend that one. But those of you who are just tuning in, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm taking you through a virtual wedding from start to finish. If you're just tuning in now, that was the official end of the ceremony. So the bride and groom have walked their way back down the aisle and followed their photographer, more than likely to take some pictures with family and their closest people. And then the rest of us are going to move to the next portion of the day, which is the cocktail hour, which means the bar is open. So if you're watching from home and you haven't already done so, pour yourself a drink and we will hang out together in this awesome wedding, this awesome virtual wedding, as best we can. I did dress up for you. I know that you're probably wearing your pajamas, but I can't see you, so that is okay. If you feel so inclined to go throw on your party dress or you know, a pair of dress pants and a shirt, I am totally fine with that. It'll probably do wonders for your relationship in your house tonight. Just a thought. So we're gonna move. Let's say we're gonna move inside for cocktail hour. We were outside for a beautiful ceremony, and we're gonna head into the venue for cocktail hour. You can chat and chill and say hi to all the people you haven't seen in forever and have a few drinks and just kind of get ready and set for the celebration to follow for the rest of the night. So here we go. The Everly Brothers. Awesome band. This next song, I actually have a video of myself performing this song at a very recent, late last year wedding show in London, Ontario, at an awesome venue, the Best Western Lamplighter Inn. They have an amazing space for ceremonies, right kind of in their solarium, which is, it's basically a greenhouse. It's really great. And if you're getting married in the winter in southwestern Ontario and you're not doing a destination wedding, that'll give you the kind of destination feel. So, but there's a video of me performing this song from a bridal show at that venue. It's on my YouTube, Justin Plet, so youtube.com/Justin Plet Music. Check it out. Thanks, Eddie. This is called Just the Two of Us.
See crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it. to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometimes, I wanna spend the time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasting water's all that is, and I don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, not to those who wait too late. Oh, got to go for all of those, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall. It becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us. Building the castles way up high, just the two of us, you and I, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I, just the two of us, you and I.
Grover Washington Jr. is the artist for that song. Oh, hi, Jade. Thanks for tuning in. Well, thanks. Off tune. I appreciate that. It's nice to have some constructive criticism from you fine folks. I know there's a lot of new, let's call them followers. I have a lot of new followers on my Instagram and my Facebook page. Welcoming some new names and new faces, and whoever's cat is laying on the emoji button is still here, so thanks for that. The futon song, I don't know what that is, Jade. You might be tuning in to the wrong live stream, I have a feeling, but I'm glad you're here anyways. Thank you, Miranda. As I mentioned, lots of new faces, lots of new names following the streams. So thanks so much for tuning in, and thank you for the support, and thank you for sharing the streams. It's a big deal. You can host a watch party, as I know some of you great folks have done. So, oh, hi Sarah, thanks for tuning in. And if you're just joining us, we are officially in the cocktail hour of this virtual wedding. So the drinks are flowing, the conversation I'm sure is at a maximum, and long before COVID, there was a lot of hugging and handshaking and everything else going on at a cocktail party at a wedding. And hopefully we'll get back to things the way they used to be as soon as possible when it comes to weddings and events and great celebrations and everything. So, but thanks for tuning in. It's nice to see you. This song has been done and redone very, very recently. And it's a great, great song. Sam Smith did it, and a great group called Codeline did it as well. It's called Latch.
destiny is down. You enchant me, even when you're not around. Yeah, there are boundaries, I will try and knock them down. Oh, I'm latching on, babe, now I know what I have found. Feel close enough, lock in your love. Feel close enough, lock in your love, babe. Now I've got you in my space, won't let go of you. You got me shackled in my embrace, latching onto you. Feel so captured, got me wrapped up in your touch. Feel so enamored, all tied within your clutch. I into it, got me losing all my faith. What did you give me? Make my heart beat out my chest. Feel close enough, lock in your love. Feel close enough, lock in your love, babe. So now I've got you in my space, won't let go of you. You got me shackled in my embrace, latching onto you. Now I've got you in my space, won't let go of you. You got me shackled in my embrace, latching onto you.
Sam Smith for you. Thanks very much. Codeline also did that song as well, so. Well, it looks like, and this is my guess, because I don't have experience with this, but we have some, I guess they're called internet trolls, possibly on the live stream. If you're asking about a couch, you're on the wrong live stream. Thanks for sharing, Miranda. I appreciate it. I don't know anything about couches. And since this is a PG show, all of the clothes are going to stay where they are. But thanks for asking. I appreciate that. If you're just tuning in, folks, welcome to the Wedding Singer live stream. We're officially taking you through a virtual wedding. And we are right smack dab in the middle of cocktail hour, working our way towards the first dances. And after that, that will conclude the live music portion of the evening. And as what happens with most weddings, we swap over to DJ for the night. So. Here's another really fun tune from the 1950s for you.
It's getting closer, going faster than our roller coaster. surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer in every way. Love's a little stronger, come on me. Do you ever long for true love from me? Oh, every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, every day seems a little longer in every way. Love's a little stronger, come with me. Do you ever long for true love from me? Oh, every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh man, good song all the way back to the 1950s. The birth of rock and roll there for you. Buddy Holly wrote and performed that one. If you whistled along, thank you so much. Those of you who are tuning in looking for the couch auction, unfortunately the wires have been crossed and you're not at the right live stream. However, I'm happy that you're here and I encourage you to stay. You were smack dab in the middle of a virtual live wedding with a wedding singer, myself, Mr. Justin Plet. So thanks for tuning in and thanks for sharing the live stream. I appreciate that. We are working our way to some first dance songs, but as I mentioned, we are smack dab in the middle of cocktail hour and we're going to keep pushing through while you enjoy your beverages and the company in your house.
I found love for me. Oh, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Oh, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the sun waiting for me. So we were just kids and we fell in love. Now knowing what it was, I will not give you up. This time, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart and soul out. And in your heart baby, dancing in the dark. You're between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. You said you looked a mess. I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, telling you look perfect tonight. Oh, I found a woman stronger than anyone else. She shares my dream. I hope that someday I'll share her home. Oh, I found love to carry more than just my secrets.
Oh, the man who is currently cornering the market on weddings, Mr. Ed Sheeran, for you. Folks, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your emojis. Thanks for the A, TJ. Much appreciated, buddy. I feel like I may have accidentally shared the live stream link on a troll site. So I think everybody, they kind of have their own little Facebook troll groups, and somehow it must have made its way on there. But regardless, I'm really, really happy that you guys have tuned in, because what you don't realize is when you pop onto someone's live stream, and even if you're trying to create like a little bit of tension or confusion or distraction, what you're actually doing, and we appreciate this, you're inflating the numbers out there. So yeah, wedding crashers. That's right, Eddie Divers. We got some wedding crashers. Hey, I'm fine with wedding crashers. Also, great movie. As long as you show up to a wedding and you're cool and you don't pick any fights or anything like that. So, and it's funny that a lot of people are here for an auction, and I do have some stuff to sell. I didn't plan on auctioning it, but if you guys have money and you want to buy it, maybe we can work something out after the show. I'm happy to auction off a few things that I have on Kijiji right now. It would really save me some time and effort. So if you did come to this live stream expecting to be buying some stuff off an auction, I'm happy to oblige. We can hook something up afterwards. So, but we're working our way to some first dances right now. And we're going to do our best to kind of get together and support the virtual bride and groom tonight. And keep in mind that that's what we're here for, you know? All right, this is a great Canadian tune by a guy with the most rock and roll name probably in music history, in my opinion. His name, and I believe this was the name that he was born with, it is not a stage name. His name is Royal Wood. So, I mean, he had pretty much 3 choices. Musician, rock star, porn star, or regular movie star, let's be honest. So, he chose music, and we're lucky for that, and he has written some great songs, and this is one of them. It's called Forever and Ever.
These two rivers meet, they run together. I'll be with you for some better. We'll keep traveling long as the sun lasts, 'cause my future met and married your past. When the stars fade to black, song to blue. Now forever, ever, ever, forever, ever, ever. Been quiet for so long, I didn't know this. Was lonely for so long, I didn't know this. But now I chase the moons of the horizon, and you are still the one I got my eyes on. When the stars fade to black, oh, I will say I wanna run with you. Hey, 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 so let the stars say this life would go now forever. Hey, 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 I wanna run with you. Hey, 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 so let them call us home. Hey, 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 I sing this song to you. Forever and ever and ever. 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 Great song by Mr. Roy Wood. Good Canadian boy. So folks, we have one song left for the cocktail hour, and then we are going to migrate our way into the first dances. So coming up, we have the bride and father dance, and then groom mother dance, and then of course the official first dance for the bride and groom. And then we are going to end with a very special song that is pertinent and close to my heart. We got one left for cocktail hour here for you. A really good one by another Englishman. Sorry, he's not English. He's from the UK. His name is Philip Phillips. Thanks, Pauline. There are settings where you can limit. If they haven't been following your page for a certain amount of time, they can't comment. But I didn't think I should do that, because I really appreciate the fact that people are free to, you know, write and type and say what they want. And I hope that at some point tonight, they actually enjoy the show by accident, right? Cocktail hour. I like that, TJ. I can go with that, brother. Sure. But you know what? I'm just happy that you guys tuned in. And as I mentioned, you kind of helped me out with my numbers, and I noticed that there were some shares as well. So thank you for that. And I know that we're kind of bored and we're stuck inside right now, and I know everybody's looking for stuff to do. So that's okay. Oh, 2 brides. Okay, Carol. I'm okay with that too. I've done many same-sex marriages. Love is love, and I'm fortunate to live in Canada, where we have same-sex marriage has been legal for quite some time. So something to celebrate and something to be proud of. So thanks for bringing that up. Here's Philip Phillips. As we roll down that so familiar road, though the sweet streamers sound, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place yours. You get lost, you can't I'm gonna make this place yours.
Well, folks, that officially ends the cocktail hour portion of this wedding, which moves us very, very quickly into the first dances. I know this is it's a big part of the evening for people that get married, and in my experience, there are not too many grooms who love this portion of the evening. They don't really like to dance that much. They definitely don't want everybody watching them. So I do get a request to perform the live, the first dance live very often. But along with that request comes, hey, can you do us a favor and cut it short at some point? So usually around the 3-minute mark, I'll try to fade it out, or I'll leave out a verse or a chorus or something for them. And it's a great opportunity that people have when they hire a live musician for their wedding. You know, we can kind of shorten or lengthen anything that you need pretty much. So if you don't like to dance in front of people, and you don't like to dance, period, we'll keep things nice and short for you, for sure. So we're going to start off with, of course, the bride's song with her dad. And if it is a same-sex marriage, I've done many of those. Usually the couple will opt to do a collaborative dance with their parents, kind of at the same time. So, and the good thing about weddings in this day and age is pretty much anything goes. So whatever you feel like you want to do, just go ahead and do it. Don't worry about tradition. Don't worry about anything else. It's your day, so do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And as I promised Pauline earlier, I would have another Van Morrison jam for you. I mean, just like most of his music, it's another phenomenal song. And this one I think is a great song if you're considering a song to dance with your dad or with your daughter on the wedding day. It's a good option for you, so check it out. Me too, Ian. But you know what, buddy? You can renew your vows soon, and I'll serenade you guys. And if you're watching by yourself right now and your wife's not there, there's an idea for you. You can take full credit. I give it to you, man. I give it to you. You can take all the tea and china, put it in a big brown bag for me, sail right around on the 7 oceans, dropping straight into the deep blue sea. Chains out straight to blow, honey. She's an angel of the first degree. Chains out straight to blow, honey. Just like honey, baby, from a bee. You can't stop us on the road free. You can't keep us, 'cause our eyes can see. Now we're inside, made of granite. Nights in armor, bent on
just like honey, oh baby from a bee. You can take all the tea and China, but it ain't a big brown bag for me. Sail right round all the seven oceans, jumping straight into the deep blue sea. Well, you can't stop us all on the road to freedom. You can't keep us 'cause your eyes can see. Man with inside, baby, ready. Now she know, bent on chivalry. She's as sweet as to the one. She's an angel of the first degree. She's as sweet as to the honey, just like honey, baby from a bee. Just like honey, baby from a bee. Just like honey, baby from a bee.
The Father-Daughter Dance. Another great song by Mr. Van Morrison. The dude can write a song. Big shout out to Chris and Diana, both watching. I did their wedding not too long ago, even though it is longer than it seems, right guys? I know you just had an anniversary. Was it maybe 3 years? Let's say 3. I'm guessing 3. I could be wrong. I'm not good with time, especially during COVID-19. It's hard to remember which day is which. And I am doing live streams every Wednesday and Saturday nights. Wednesdays at 8 and Saturdays at 8 o'clock as well. And I have a very special live stream coming up in Canada, we celebrate what we call the May 2-4 weekend, which is, it's technically Queen Victoria's birthday that we celebrate, but it's been a long time since we've been loyal and affiliated with the monarchy. And in my lifetime, May 2-4 is synonymous with cottaging and having an extra day off work and partying and being outside and enjoying, hopefully, some good weather. And I know back in the day when we were young, we used to do a lot of camping, and it always rained, and that's part of the reason I hate camping. But on the May 2-4 weekend, I will be celebrating all of the May birthdays. So if you have a birthday in May and you have to celebrate it, under the restrictions of COVID-19, we're going to celebrate that Saturday night for you. So May 2-4 weekend, Saturday live stream will be for all the May birthdays. All right, keep that in mind. So next up, we have the groom and mother dance traditionally, this song is kind of a rare B-side from one of my favorite artists, Mr. Bruce Springsteen. I think you can find it on the Tracks album. It's called Tracks, so check that one. Yes, May 2-4 campfire song theme. That's a good idea, Steve. I'm gonna run with that, buddy. I appreciate that. So the May 2-4 birthdays will be the campfire theme. That would be an easy one to do. Thanks, man. Great idea. Good Italian boy right there, yeah. But yes, getting back to this song. Bruce Springsteen wrote this one, and it's I think it's a B-side. And if you can get your hands on it, it's one of the greatest songs I think that he has written and performed. The band supports him, and he's got his female backup singers that do a great job on this song. And it's a great song for any parent dance at your wedding. So whether it be, groom, mother, bride, father, a combination, what have you, it's a good option. So keep it in mind.
When you need me, I'll be there. If you want me, come sunny sky. When you need me, call my name. If you miss me, I'll be there to brush the sunlight from your head. Be there to guide you where walks beside you. If you need me, call me there. Oh, in this dirty world has me go to, I got two strong arms waiting to hold you. When those mean days come along, we'll stand together and we'll take them on. When you need me, call my name. Yeah, when you need me, call my name. Oh, 'cause without you, life just isn't the same. 'Cause when this world kicks you around, honey, I'll pick you up off the bed. So when you need me, I'll be there. When you need me, I'll be there. Bruce Springsteen for you. Great song, great parent dance song. So consider that one if you have an upcoming nuptial. All right, folks, this brings us to the first dance song, the couple's very first dance song. And this particular song, I think, is one of the best wedding songs, best songs out there written, period. But such a perfect wedding song. And I've played it at lots of weddings. And I want to send it out to my buddy Damar in the Bahamas. So he got married last year, or yeah, I think early last year. No, sorry, 2018. What year is it again? Yes, 2018. And I know he's a big fan of this song. So this one's going out to him and to everybody who is loving the love tonight. So. This is called All of Me by John Legend. So what would I do without your small mouth? Drown me in and kick me out. Got my hair spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful light? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, no one in it, I'll be alright. Yes, underwater, I'm breathing fine. You're crazy, I'm out of my mind. So
Oh, what a great song Mr. John Legend wrote. And a very, very perfect first dance song for our virtual bride and groom tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I have one song left for you, but I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the live stream and for your comments. I know we had some, well, I don't know if we want to call them trolls, because that would hurt their feelings, and I don't really want to do what they're trying to do either. So we had some undesirables on the live stream tonight, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm glad you tuned in anyways. Thank you so much, and I hope life gets better for you, because it's kind of bleak right now, and I know COVID kind of sucks for everybody, but in particular, it probably sucks more for you guys, since you don't really have much else going on besides jumping onto a live stream and trying to be funny. I mean, I'm sure you probably tried to be funny, but just keep working on it. You'll get better, I promise. You just, and maybe like watch some comedians and see what's actually funny, and then use that as your bar. That could probably help you out for sure. So, but to those of you who were on the live stream with good intentions, I really, really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And it was fun for me to take you through a wedding, because a big part of my business is weddings. My day job, as I say, is a wedding singer, and I've been doing them for well over 17 years now. And this year is going to be really different, because as you all know, big events like that are being canceled kind of left and right. So I'm going to be doing a lot less weddings this year. That is a definite for sure. So it's nice to kind of get one done together with you tonight. So thanks for tuning in. And I have to leave you with a song that, now the movie Wedding Singer, I love Adam Sandler, and I love his old stuff's amazing. It didn't encourage me to become a wedding singer, because when I started doing music, weddings was not my focus. And then I did some weddings for some friends, and I loved it. I thought it was a really good time. And of course, The Wedding Singer is an amazing movie. My girlfriend and I watched it recently because it's one of her all-time favorite movies. And I think it's kind of awesomely ironic that she ended up with a wedding singer. So if you focus enough on something, it can become your reality. That's the lesson there. And I have to leave you with a song that Adam Sandler wrote and performed near the end of that movie on the plane. If you haven't seen Wedding Singer, that's your homework for tonight. But he performs this over the loudspeaker on the plane with the assistance of Billy Idol, which is pretty badass. And anytime I can play it at a wedding, it makes me very happy. And it's called Grow Old With You, and it is the official Wedding Singer song, and it's the last one I'll leave you with tonight. So thanks again for tuning in. Here's a little Adam Sandler.
Smile whenever you're sad. Get you around your brightest is that. All I wanna do is go with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches. Bet you'll find it the finest thing. So it can be so nice going on. I wanna grow old.
Well, friends, thanks again for tuning in. That'll do it for the Wedding Singer live stream. Next show coming at you Saturday nights, I believe at 8 o'clock. And I've yet to figure out a theme for that one. So if you have some ideas, send me a private message and we'll see what we can do. But I'll see you Saturday, 8 o'clock. Thanks again. Have a good night.